while we
Terrorist Muslims and radical leftists are killing us while we pray. When the was the last Muslim attack? They burn down our churches, women, and chant death to America. Charlie Kirk said it best. Islam is the sword of the left is using to slit the throat of America.
Muslim terrorists are literally killing us while we pray. Last month, an Islamized trans shooter opened fire on a Christian school full of children while they were praying, and 5 Islamized trans Muslim terrorists are literally killing us while we pray. Last month, an Islamized trans shooter opened fire on a Christian school full of children while they were praying.
That's the crazy person with the guns in the book or whatever. I thought that person was like an anarchist. That person was Muslim? Am I thinking of somebody different? Wait, what?
And 5 days ago, 3 Muslims opened fire on a baseball field full of children while they were praying right here in Texas. And today, a terrorist burned down a church, taking a life and injuring many. So let me be very clear. We don't have a gun problem in America. We have a Muslim problem. And when New York City falls to Mamdani, it will become the mecca of murder for Christians, Jews, Hindus, and the rest of the infidels. So you either wake up and vote me into Congress or get ready to have your daughters raped and your sons beheaded, just like these Muslims are doing in Europe.
See, look at how inclusive white nationalist talking points can be. Valentina Gomez. Oh my God.
Things that are true.
Oh God.
Things that are true. Wait, if I'm not allowed to say things, even though there's a First Amendment in America, doesn't that prove you're controlling us?
Yeah, that our government, our country is occupied by the Israelis. And look, I get that some people like Ethan Klein get very chapped about that, but address the substance of what we're saying. Address the
Like, how much of a pathetic fucking loser are you that you're calling out Ethan Klein from the H3H3 podcast for your political issues? Are you okay?
substance. And
I don't know when Ethan lost his mind.
I mean, he totally did. And go ahead and attack if you want, but how about you try, just try to attack the substance of the argument? Because he's, by the way, under the assumption that no, the top foreign lobbyist in the country, the lobbyist that has spent the most, is associated with Qatar.
Okay, nonsense. I'll just address this real quick. I don't know anything about Ethan. All I know is he was for the two-state solution. That was a perfectly reasonable thing to be in favor of. And now apparently he's become a zealot who's founding anti-Semitism everywhere. Is anti-Semitism in the room with us, Ethan? Okay, yeah, I know. Everybody's against you, everybody. No, the fact that Israel is now murdering tens of thousands of children is not the problem. No. It's that people are irrationally hating Jewish people. Nobody said Jewish people. We said Israel. You guys are the idiots saying, no, this genocidal maniacs in Israel represent all Jews. No, they don't. Stop saying that, you're doing great damage, okay? So anyways, Israel, you are not the boss of us. I know you are currently.
My God. Wait, this was the baseball field shooting? Katy baseball field shooting. Players, parents, coaches recount running from nearby gunfire. Oh, I thought a bunch of people got killed here, praying. It was supposed to be a fun game of baseball at the rack near Katy. Turned chaotic Sunday morning after multiple gunshots were fired around 9:40 a.m. Well, we know the Waller County Sheriff's Office says the gunfire was recreational and coming from a wooded area nearby. Authorities say one person was injured, a 27-year-old coach. I was by myself because I was about to pitch, so I was walking out of the dugout getting my stuff, and then probably 5 feet after I walk out of the dugout, all I hear is shots fired. It was like Afghanistan. The local police department was immediately notified of the possible illegal hunting and responded to the scene in an effort to locate and apprehend the individuals involved. They have apprehended the individuals in question. Okay. So was it people shooting in a forest in a dumb way where they shouldn't have been? Or were they trying to kill people? Do we have any more information on this? Sounds like radical Muslims to me.
Thune, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Thank you, Kristen. Nice to be with you.
Thank you so much for being here on a big weekend. We are going to get to the funding battle on Capitol Hill in just a moment, but I do want to start with the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey, who is, as you know, an outspoken critic of President Trump's. And it comes as the president publicly pushed his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to prosecute Mr. Comey in a social media post last week. Let me ask you, Leader Thune, do you believe the Justice Department is acting independently here?
Well, it's based upon the findings of a grand jury, Kristen. So I think that that was the indictment that came. It was by a jury of his peers. This is not a new subject, obviously.
You see the joke, right? Like, they know that they're trolling. They know this is like all an intentional troll, right? All the Donald Trump indictments were issued by grand juries, and Donald Trump's conviction in New York was by a jury of his peers. So but those juries didn't matter. All of that was corrupt. All of that was bullshit. None of that mattered. But now, oh my God, a grand jury returning an indictment is I've said this a million times.
It's something that the Senate Judiciary Committee examined and lodged a active investigation into back in 2020. So I think this is the courts are going to have to decide this. These are allegations. They're not unserious allegations. And there are people in the past who've gone to jail for lying to Congress. So I think I trust the judicial system and the justice system to figure this out. Obviously, they're going to have the final say in it.
Well, I guess the question is about what we have heard from the president on this matter. And he has been going after former FBI Director James Comey for years. Take a listen to a little bit of what he said.
I fired James Comey because he was a bad cop and he was a dirty cop.
I think Comey is a disgrace to our country. I will tell you this, a great honor to fire James Comey. A great honor.
I just want people to act. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now. Leader
Thune, given all of that, is this a politically motivated prosecution?
Well, I think the important statement that he made, Kristen, was the last one, and that if he's guilty, he should be judged. If he's not guilty, he won't be. And again, I trust the justice system to sort that out.
Ask about Trump.
Obviously, these were serious enough allegations.
So then was Trump guilty when he was convicted of 34 felony counts?
An active investigation into the subject. But again, I trust the justice system. There will be a process. He will have his day in court. And if he is innocent of the charges, then I'm sure that they'll be thrown out.
But, Mr. Leader, President Trump also said this week, quote, I hope there are others, indicating he'd like to see opponents charged. And on Friday, Attorney General Pam Bondi said this. She said, quote, this is just the beginning. Would you support the Justice Department bringing criminal charges against other political opponents of President Trump's?
Of course, if they're guilty.
Obviously, a speculative and hypothetical question. I don't know the answer. I don't know what she's talking about. But there are serious enough allegations with Mr. Comey that a grand jury, 14 members, a jury of his peers, thought that it was worth pursuing. They're the ones who brought the indictment. So I think you got to let the process work, Kristen. Let the justice system work, and he'll have his day in court. And if he isn't,
I believe a grand jury just needs a majority. It might be 50%, but I think it might be 50% plus one.
In fact, innocent, I'm sure he'll be found that way.
Do you rule out that the president is pressuring the Justice Department?
Oh, it might be there's 23, so you need 14. That might be it. I don't know if it's the same size in every venue and in every place.
Based on those public comments.
You know, the president says a lot of things in public, and he has through the years. He's not a fan, as we all know, of James Comey. Neither is James Comey a fan of President Trump. He did something recently,
Why the equivalence? James Comey is an ordinary U.S. citizen. That is why even. It's such a joke, dude.
He's not a fan, as we all know, of James Comey. Neither is James Comey a fan of President Trump. He did something recently, 8647, he wrote on the sand and then posted on social media. That doesn't seem like something that you would have an official of his stature, or at least formally of his stature, doing either.
Yeah, an official? You mean former official? He's a citizen.
I think at the end of the day, it's about the justice system and them settling this one way or the other. The charges, as I said, it was a grand jury, and I have no idea where it goes from here, how solid the evidence is. I'm not a lawyer, but the courts will sort it out. And that's why we have a process in this country. And as I said, there was a time, certainly just a few years ago, where people took this seriously enough that Chuck Grassley, who was the chairman of the Judiciary Committee at the time, launched an active investigation into these allegations. So it's not a new thing. Yes, the president may not like James Comey, and James Comey may not like the president, but what in the end it's about the law and the facts, where they lead, and I trust the justice system to figure that out.
Bottom line, what do you say to those who argue this is an abuse of power, pure and simple?
Look, I think that, again, how do you not, when you come back and you say that you've had a grand jury look at this evidence and bring this indictment.
Ask about Trump's indictments then. What about all of Trump's indictments then? Those were grand juries, right?
People are going to come to their own conclusions. We live in a very politicized, polarized time, and obviously there are a lot of allegations being thrown around out there, mostly by people, obviously, who have a political motivation, who hate the president. So these things this is a highly charged time, but again, our judicial system is there for this reason, to sort these things out, figure out guilt and innocence, and I trust them to do that.
All right, let's talk about the big battle over government funding. We're just 2 days away, Leader, as you know, from a potential government shutdown. The president did cancel a planned meeting with Democratic leaders. The House doesn't plan to be in session until after the shutdown deadline. Is the government going to shut down this week, Leader Thune?
Totally up to the Democrats. The ball is in their court. There is a bill sitting at the desk in the
Trump literally refused to have a meeting with them, and it's still their fault? Okay, dude.
Senate right now. We could pick it up today and pass it. That has been passed by the House, that will be signed into law by the president to keep the government open. So this decision, in my judgment, at this point in time, is up to a handful of Democrats. We need 8 Democrats to pass it through the Senate, something that 13 times, when the Democrats had the majority over the last 4 years and President Biden was in the White House, Republicans helped Democrats do. 13 different times we did continuing resolutions in the Democrat majority, and in every case they passed. And what the Democrats have done here is take the federal government as a hostage, and for that matter, by extension, the American people, to try and get a whole laundry list of things that they want, the special interest groups on the far left are pushing them to accomplish, and using a 7-week funding resolution, which is designed to give us time to do the normal appropriations process. They're using this hostage to try and get all these other things done. It's a very straightforward argument in my mind. It's simple.
I want to play something that Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said about the president canceling the meeting this week. Get your reaction on the other side. Take a look.
He said he doesn't need Democrats. Well, then he doesn't know how to count, because there are 60 votes in the Senate that you need to pass this, and he's got 53.
Leader Thune, aren't you going to have to compromise with Democrats in order to get a deal and keep the government open?
No, it's their fault.
Compromise on what? This is a simple 7-week funding resolution to allow us to do a normal appropriations process, something that Democrat senators have said that they want to see done, but something that Leader Schumer didn't do when they had the majority. They didn't do appropriations bills. This is new leadership. We're trying to do appropriation bills in the old-fashioned way, in an open, transparent way, where the Appropriations Committee writes the bills with Democrat and Republican input, reports them out to the floor, where we have an open amendment process. This is simply about keeping that appropriations process going. I don't know what we're supposed to be negotiating. We did this 13 times when they had the majority, and in every circumstance, Republicans
talk to them and get like a list of demands. Wouldn't that be the point, right? Is Trump should talk to the leaders on the other side and figure out what it is they want? Isn't that kind of the point? No?
Delivered the votes, so much so that the lowest vote count on all 13 of those was 65 senators. This is a simple, straightforward deal to keep the government running, so for the next 7 weeks we have an opportunity to finish the appropriations process. They're trying to hijack it and load up all this liberal special interest stuff that they're working with these outside groups to do.
What liberal special interest
It's political
stuff?
posturing.
Name
they
something.
are afraid of their base, and they're trying to do something to get them motivated and not angry at them.
Just so folks understand, here's what Democrats are arguing. They say that at the crux of this is the skyrocketing cost of health care, and especially the expiring Obamacare tax credits, which could mean doubling or tripling of premiums should they expire, with some people losing financial assistance altogether. Do you think that those tax credits, those subsidies, should expire, Leader Thune?
That doesn't happen until the end of the year. We can have that conversation. But before we do, release the hostage. Set the American people free. Keep the government open. And then let's have a conversation about those premium tax credits. I'm certainly open to that. I think we all are. I will say that is an issue which is going to have to be, that particular program is desperately in need of reform. It's fraught with waste, fraud, and abuse. So we are going to have
Wait, waste, fraud, and abuse? But why didn't Doge find it? If there was so much waste, fraud, and abuse, wouldn't that have been on Doge to find? I thought you guys let them run fucking a rampage through the whole federal government half a year ago to find all the waste, fraud, and abuse. What happened to that?
Reforms if we take action there, but I think there's potentially a path forward. We have to see where it goes, but we can't do it while the American people are being held hostage by the Democrats in a government shutdown. Keep the government open, let's fund the government, and then let's have the conversation about the premium tax credits. It's a fairly straightforward argument that we're making.
But Leader Thune, open enrollment starts in November 1st. You just said you are open to potentially negotiating over that. As you know, if they do expire, the number of uninsured people in your state of South Dakota would rise by about 20,000. So why not negotiate now and get this deal done for the people of your state?
Nah, hostage. Use the hostage
thing.
Well,
the deal is not ready to be done. The government is going to close on Tuesday night at midnight. Let's keep the government open. Let's go to work on that.
Damn. When did they all just find out about this deadline? It must have been like yesterday or a couple days ago, huh? I think it's crazy that they just spring these deadlines on these guys and they had no fucking idea in advance when the expiration would happen of the funding mechanisms. You know, that's kind of crazy.
Issue. And yes, I mean, some of the notices are going to start going out. The program wouldn't end until the end of the year, and the program doesn't end. These were plus-ups that were done in response to COVID. These were enhancements. And it's a program, Kristen, as I said, that is fraught with waste, fraud, and abuse. There are so many people who don't even know they have coverage because the payments are made directly to the insurance companies. They auto-enroll people. They go out and sign them up so they can get paid. You have a lot of people who don't even know they have coverage. So more than half of the people that have insurance through this program never filed a claim last year. I mean, this is a program where they...
Is the evidence that you don't know you have insurance because you didn't file a claim on it? What?
To the insurance companies, they auto-enroll people. They go out and sign them up so they can get paid. You have a lot of people.
Also, who's auto-enrolling people? What is he talking about? Does he mean like if you have healthcare through your work and you check the boxes and you're not paying attention, or?
People who don't even know they have coverage. So more than half of the people that have insurance through this program never filed a claim last year. I mean, this is a program where they took the lids off. There's no income limits now. You can make $600,000 a year and qualify for this. So it's a program in desperate need of reform. And we acknowledge that, there's going to have to be, hopefully there'll be some steps taken that can address the concerns that Democrats have. But you can't do this by Tuesday, and you can't do it while you're holding the American people hostage.
You knew this. You knew the deadline
let's
coming
keep the government
up.
open and then figure out where we go.
We have a lot more to get to. We're running out of time. The White House Budget Office released a memo telling agencies to prepare for mass firings if there's a shutdown. Do you support mass firings of federal employees if the government shuts down?
If the Democrats force
it doesn't have to happen.
Then that's
what. But do you support it?
They're playing
Would
with
you
fire,
support it?
and they know it. They're playing with fire, and they know it, Kristen.
But do you support this threat by the president?
Chuck Schumer said a few months ago that a government shutdown would be chaotic, harmful, and painful. He's right. And that's why we shouldn't do it. So this is, I mean, if you're worried about chaotic,
support this threat by the president?
Simple. Chuck Schumer said a few months ago that
what? A few months ago?
And they know it, Kristen.
But do you support this threat by the president?
Simple. Chuck Schumer said a few months ago that a government shutdown would be chaotic, harmful, and painful. He's right. And that's why we shouldn't do it. So this is, I mean, if you're worried about that, then let's keep the government open. It's a pretty straightforward, again, argument. I find this, I'm very comfortable with the position that we have. It's to fund the government, finish the appropriations process, deal with the issues the Democrats want to deal with after we keep the government open.
Okay, I want to talk to you about the president's tariff policy. This week, he announced a slew of new tariffs, including 100% tariffs on pharmaceuticals, kitchen cabinets, heavy-duty trucks. This week, he acknowledged that farmers are hurting because of his tariff policy. He said he'd use some of the tariff revenue to actually help farmers who are being hurt right now. Take a listen to what President Trump had to say.
We're going to take some of that tariff money that we made, we're going to give it to our farmers, who are, for a little while, going to be hurt until...
We always do this shit. We had to do this in his first fucking term, too. We had to subsidize our fucking soybean farmers because of his dumb fuck trade policies and his stupid tariff bullshit constantly fuck these people. So now all the extra money that middle and middle-class Americans and working-class Americans, now the extra money that they're paying to buy anything they want, okay, is now, because of all the tariffs we've got for no fucking reason, is now going to subsidize these loser fuck farmers who are also getting fucked by Trump's trade policies. Like, what the fuck? You're like taking what, like one guy who's getting raped by like 10 inches of BBC, and you're like, how about like I transfer 2 inches of BBC to your ass? The guy's like, all right, I can take it. You're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are we doing over here?
The tariffs kick into their benefit. So we're going to make sure that our farmers are in great shape because we're taking in a lot of money.
Why should American taxpayers bail out farmers who are hurting because of the president's tariff policies?
Well, look, I think that the farmers, and I represent a lot of them, and they want nothing more than open markets. There are markets right now that aren't open to some of our commodities. And as a consequence of that, we've got a big harvest coming in here in South Dakota, corn and soybeans, and no place to go with it. So what the president said
Sorry, what was the question?
Because of the president's tariff policies. Why should American taxpayers bail out farmers who are hurting because of the president's tariff policies?
What was it?
Why should American taxpayers bail out farmers who are hurting because of the president's tariff policies?
One more time?
Why should American taxpayers bail out farmers who are hurting because of the president's tariff policies?
Okay, go ahead. And what was the answer?
Well, look, I think that the farmers, and I represent a lot of them, and they want nothing more than open markets. There are markets right now that aren't open to some of our commodities. As a consequence of that, we've got a big harvest coming in here in South Dakota, corn and soybeans, and no place to go with it. So what the president has said is, I'm going to support and I'm going to help our farmers. And so we are looking at, I'm a member of the Senate Ag Committee, have been for some time, and we're looking at potential solutions to make sure that we can help support farmers until some of those markets come back. I think part of it is that the president's trying to achieve with his trade policy.
What he's saying there, in other words, is we are going to be spending money on his state's stupid fuck farmers who can't adjust their markets accordingly because they don't have to, because the government always ensures that they'll buy their crops to set them on fucking fire. We're going to be paying money to take all of their crops and walk them over to the fucking trash can. That's what we're going to be doing. And the money that we're paying is coming from the extra money that we're paying on anything that we import because of the lulls.
Reciprocity with countries that have been taking advantage of us for a long time. And I think most of us support that. I think a lot of our farmers support that. They are anxious. They want to see markets opened up. And so when I speak to the president and his team about this, I always reiterate the importance of keeping agriculture front and center when you're negotiating trade deals. But at the end of the day, our farmers are probably going to need some financial assistance this year. And a lot of the revenue coming in off the tariffs is what they would use to provide that.
But Leader Thune, why not ask the president to roll back? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and there's precedent for doing that. I mean, there are many times in the past where, now this is different because you got tariff revenue coming in, which you can use for that purpose. But this is not
I can't believe they managed to relabel. Like, this is another talking point that they've just been allowed to get away with, right? Is they talk about this tariff revenue like it's this fucking magical. It's so funny. All the things they used to accuse, the Democrats of, it's not free healthcare. It's taxpayer subsidized healthcare. It's not free welfare. That money has to come from the American taxpayer. But the tariff revenue, where is that coming from? That's magic. It's a tariff revenue, baby. The tariff revenue, they'll never call that a tax ever. Are they even allowed to? Or does are they all like infused with like Donald Trump horcruxes that short circuit their brain if they accidentally let that concession slip on TV?
That we haven't dealt with before.
Why not ask the president to roll back some of his tariffs instead of supporting a taxpayer-funded bailout for farmers?
Because markets aren't free and open.
I think the big issue with the tariffs, Kristen, is China. And I don't expect China's going to do that just yet. Maybe they will. I'm hopeful that the administration, as a function of their trade policy, tariff policy, can get China back to the table, get them buying agricultural products. They certainly did that in the first Trump term. But I think at least for right now, that is one of the big markets. And the Chinese are buying from Argentina, they're buying from Brazil, paying much higher prices per bushel simply to punish the U.S. and our farmers. So we got obviously we've got a situation here. We hopefully, it is a short term in nature. If we have to do something to support farmers. The long-term best outcome and solution for America's farmers is open markets, and I'm hoping the administration will be successful in achieving that.
So, Leader Thune, let me ask you about some new news and a developing story. The president saying on Saturday he supports sending and he's going to send troops into Portland, Oregon. It's the latest city to see federal troops. Do you support the president using the U.S. military to police American cities?
Well, it depends on what he's using it for. If there are federal law enforcement officials that are threatened in some of these cities, or federal assets or federal buildings, he has the authority to do that. My understanding is this is a request that came from the Department of Homeland Security, which suggests that they view the situation there as threatening to some of the officials who are working in that city. So, I mean, again, these are case by case. These are decisions that get made based upon what the threat environment is in some of these cities, but he certainly has the right to protect American and...
This is a request that came from the Department of Homeland Security. Sir, the call is coming from inside the house. What the fuck kind of an answer is that? This woman, I hate this woman. I'm so sorry. I do. She gives the most softball interviews to every single fucking Republican I've ever seen, every single time on NBC. She has like the hookup to every single conservative. And every single interview she gives is the softest fucking interview in the world. Like she's like the PR for the Republican Party. They just get to come on these things and do, they get to do public relations. That's all they do every single time she's interviewing them. It's insane.
Under threat.
Leader Thune, just big picture, there are more than 300 lawsuits in front of the courts right now accusing the president of overstepping presidential authority and attempting to override Congress, from tariffs to immigration to the deployment of the National Guard. Is there anything that the president could do right now, any line that he could cross in terms of his executive authority that would prompt you to speak out against that policy?
Well, I think I do that a good amount, actually. Just look at this last week, Kristen. But I think the broader question here is, yeah, if the president and every administration, I've been through multiple administrations now, Democrat and Republican, they're always going to assert as much authority as they can. That's the nature of the executive branch. And yes, Congress, as a co-equal independent branch of the government, has our job to do. And one of the levers we have is the power of the purse, which is funding. We also have the power of oversight and having hearings. But
no, you don't. Supreme Court just said Donald Trump got, what, $4 billion of shit that he doesn't have to fucking spend that you guys had already approved for? Didn't they just recently do that, like 3 days ago?
It's our job to do. And one of the levers we have is the power of the purse, which is funding. We also have the power of oversight and having hearings. But there are a lot of these issues that are going to get resolved by the courts. And that's where, right now, a lot of these things are being litigated. Some of these steps that he's taken. And frankly, on the tariff issue, these are authorities that Congress has given him in the past by statute. And now they're being litigated in the courts. And so that's the system that we have. We will figure it out. But I can assure you, we're going to do our job, which is what we're trying to do by keeping the government funded and actually passing a program.
No answer to this question either. At the end of the interview, it's like the Terminator thing, dude. Somebody needs to make the Terminator meme for every single fucking... Every single conservative interview on mainstream fucking left-wing media, like all of them are this. Like questions answered, 0. Every fucking time. Every fucking time they get away from these without answering a single fucking question. It's insane to me.
Appropriations bills where we address some of the very issues that you're talking about.
All right. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, thank you so much for a robust conversation this morning. Really appreciate it. Great to see you.
Do you remember her Trump interview? It was exactly the same. Of course I do. She had the first interview with Trump. It was horrible. He fucking lied to her face like 400 fucking times. It was insane.
Thanks, Kristen. Nice to see you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated.
Hey, Canada, I want $100 worth of steel. Here, take this $100. Okay, here's the $100 steel. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. There is a 100% tariff. Oh, here is $100 in tariffs. And that's how the U.S. will get rich, by getting everything for free. True and based. This is old, right? 7 months ago. They still believe this, by the way.
Thank you, Ezra.
The owner of Walter White's house from Breaking Bad gave Aisha Speed permission to visit, but changed her mind as soon as he arrived with a large crowd and threatened to call the cops. Oh no.
Wait. Can I talk to you real quick? Come here. Can I talk to you? Let's go. Can I talk to you? What the hell is wrong with her?
You don't want it, man.
Can I talk to you?
Wait, does like just an ordinary ass person live in the house? How many people did this guy show up
Can
with?
I talk to you? Come here. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Be quiet.
Be quiet? How many people does this guy have with him?
Come here. Can we have a conversation? I can't hear you. Let's go, man. Oh my fucking God, bro. What the fuck? Very overwhelmed. Bro, I just. She's calling the cops. The cops are right there. What are y'all talking about? These people, bro.
Bro! Oh my God.
How do I get in here? Wait, is this even the Empire State? Is this one? Empire State Realty Trust. Are you trying to find the Empire State?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't know where it could be. Maybe down here. Maybe here. Oh, beautiful.
Jesus. Why?
Oh, look beautiful. Hi.
Why would you do that?
Hi. Beautiful. Hi.
Okay. A right-wing QAnoner. Once LGBT people conspired to kill him several times, including in Iraq, because he's a straight man. He dated country star Kelly Pickler. Holy shit. God damn. Is there anything else before I play video games? Good one. Trump calls for an end to violence without mentioning the left. I have been briefed on the horrendous shooting that took place at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan. The FBI was immediately on scene and will be leading the federal investigation and providing full support to state and local officials. The suspect is dead, but there's still a lot to learn. Oh my God, because they found the flags and everything immediately? This appears to be yet another targeted attack on Christians in the United States of America. The Trump administration will keep the public posted, as we always do. In the meantime, pray for the victims and their families. This epidemic of violence in our country must end immediately. Oh my God. Not the Christians. Middle guy meme. The concept of having a whole season of Peacemaker be on an Earth full of Nazis, but be too scared and ignorant to admit the Israel-Palestine contrast in Superman. That may be what it's about to you, and that's fine, but there are parallels to many conflicts, and the script was finished. I posted photos of it online before that particular conflict even began. Oh, so you think the conflict began on October 7th? Get him, guys! Eric Adams has served courageously and authentically for decades as a member of the NYPD and the New York State Senate, in Brooklyn Borough Hall, and as our 110th mayor. During his time in office, violent crime is down the bill. As is the case in any major city, there are challenges that remain, particularly as it relates to lowering the cost of living, yet it is clear that meaningful progress has been made in some... Why the fuck? Why is he even commenting at all? Why the fuck would we say anything nice about this fucking guy, period? Didn't this guy scam the whole like public voting or the public fundraising system in New York City for like a ton of money? Like why? Okay. Wait. Developing, but this happened last night. Way to go, dipshits. Is this going to be the thing where we report on every single shooting that happens in this country for the next 7 days, and then people freak the fuck out when they realize there's a lot of fucking shootings here? Like we did with reporting on train derailments? The fuck?
Let's take a look at this.
Uh-oh.
The left wing is not free from sin.
Uh-oh.
Okay? It is not free from sin. I will not pretend the left wing is free from sin. The sins of the left wing include putting gays, blacks, and progressives and annoying over-the-top messaging into video games and movies, trying to promote a degenerate, sex-positive, trans-positive, drug-positive, cynical, destructive, postmodern worldview.
Okay.
This is Gamergate right here. Taking over academia and pop culture to the point that they have alienated half of the population who feel like they're constantly presented as the enemy. I understand this instinctively. Buzz Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear movie. I know it's stupid. You can make fun of me if you want. I don't care.
What are they doing the Buzz Lightyear movie?
Fact that
Oh,
they
no.
took Zurg, who
Yeah.
was supposed to be an evil scientist and Buzz Lightyear's father, but then they turned it into Zurg is a
There was Zurg lore on this guy?
time-traveling Buzz Lightyear who was corrupted by space in order to becoming a supervillain was the dumbest fucking plot point I'd ever seen in my entire life. And I was thinking, like, what is this message? What is this movie trying to convey to my son? Because I was watching it with my child. And I think the message is trying to convey is to straight white men to look out for the evil inside yourself, which is like, that's an okay message. But Jesus Christ, does it not feel like white straight men are consistently the villains in modern media? Using liberal and progressive, like mix it up. Just throw an Arab terrorist in there every now and then, you know. Throw a black gangster in there every now and then, you know. Throw a Asian Yakuza member in there every now and then. Just spice it up. Anyways,
couldn't it just be like a normal black villain and a normal Asian villain and a normal Arab villain?
Using liberal and progressive values to govern social media to the point that in the late 10s, it felt like you could not be a Christian, literalist, social conservative, pro-Trump person without being censored. Censoring COVID and election topics in the name of the greater good. Leaving the border wide open, causing a migration crisis that has resulted in murders and rapes. Prioritizing the economy and the profits of corporations over the well-being of your working and middle class. The Silver didn't like that I put this as a left-wing sin, but I would argue that this is Bill Clinton with NAFTA. And that this is the... Stop getting on my mouse, dog. My dog is walking on my mouse rope. Anyways, I would argue that this is neoliberals. shrugging off crimes committed by ethno-religious minorities and sexual minorities while freaking about every crime committed by a white straight man. This is 100% true. BLM riots and deaths supported by the left, the Steve Scalise shooting, okay? But then look at this, okay? I'm not going to read it because it's going to take me a long time, but I've had the screen up for...
Culturally, like the ham-fisting of like the white bad capitalism bad thing was cringe. Like I agree with that, I guess. The obsession with like Islam, the religion of peace, that was also mega ultra cringe. But I feel like we've moved. I feel like that was like 10 years ago. Prioritizing the economy and the profits of corporations over the well-being of your working middle class, that would apply to the Republicans way more than the Democrats. But
for a while, there are projected 14,200,000 people who will die in the next 5 years as a result of right-wing policies. The right wing laughs about it. They're totally callous about it. They don't give a shit about it. And you're wondering why people think you're fascist. You're wondering why people think you're authoritarians. You're wondering why is everybody treating us so poorly? All we wanted to do was overthrow the government and the constitutional order of the United States. All we wanted to do was dispossess trans people through legislation. All we wanted to do was ban abortion, which while I think that elective abortion is immoral, there are plenty of women who have been injured and or killed as a result of the new legislation. It could be dozens, it could be hundreds, but you have to understand that that's a moral horror for the left wing. Propagandizing the public into distrusting and hating every facet of government. Alienating and attacking our allies through trade wars and stupid geopolitical grievances. This has destroyed tens of thousands of businesses. Tens of thousands of small businesses have been destroyed by Trump's tariffs. We are looking at substantive increases we are looking at farmers being bankrupt right now. And it's directly Trump's fault. You think that people aren't going to be angry? You think that if you bankrupt them, if you kill one of their family members, overseas, if you gleefully laugh at the deaths of people who look like them, that they're not going to get angry and they're not going to lash out? Complete and utter childish, stupid, myopic, middle school thinking. If you did not think that you could do all of these things without suffering consequences. So yeah, Charlie Kirk should be alive. Charlie Kirk should be alive, but you should also understand why he's dead.
Damn, Jesus.
Is anybody the least bit surprised?
No.
Let's slow down there. You guys are probably familiar with Eric Hovigim. I am, of course. An Armenian Hassan orbiter and a Zoran campaign team member. After a long time not seeing him on my X feed, it turned out he became a full CCP shill on social media, glorifying cheap Chinese grocery delivery price and no tips. What really impressed me is that he admitted that he knows zero Chinese and have to live there with a translator app. If a Chinese moved to the US without knowing English and then made posts shilling the US government, everyone would laugh at him. I once questioned if Zoran is a tankie. No, he's not, hopefully, but he surely had a lot of tankies around him, just like the Bernie campaign members and what they currently are at LeMayo. Based. Jesus Christ. Okay. Can I play video games? Trident, Buffalo, Worm, Lightning Bolt, Trojan Horse, Extra, Horseshoe, Aegis, Fleur de Lis, I don't know, Backdoor, Shield, Orbit, Guard, Icebreakers, Virus Protection. Computer virus things? Okay. Guard protection. Aegis. Is it Aegis or Aegis? Might be. I think it might be Aegis. There's a shield. I only know this from League. Is this like a protective thing? Backing. Okay. All right. I don't know why, but that's what it was called. Oh, this is like gum. Extra, these guys. Is there a Buffalo casino? Are these like associated with casinos or something? NFL team logos. Okay. It's pronounced Aegis. We saw this.
I don't get to ask those questions.
Stop. Of course he doesn't get the sports one. That's because sports sucks, and it's boring, and it's cringe. Nobody likes sports for real. People pretend to. Are you going to be back to stream Twitch hearing on the 8th? I don't know if I'll be back. Maybe, but probably not. I think I might be at your mom's house. Fucking got him. Fucking got him. Fucking got him. We fucking got him. Oh my fucking god. We got him. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We go him. Get it? The Tim Miller Daily Wire or Daily Caller interview I linked to is worth listening to. They wrote an article about wanting blood in the streets. Why is it worth listening to? The guy's just an unhinged fucking loony. What am I supposed to take from that? Wow, so beautiful. Give her a little smooch? Aha, we're gonna give her more than a smooch. I'm sorry, Jen, for abandoning you. Who is the best girl? I'll answer that in 2 years.
that will help.
It will help. Thank you. True.
What is it? Luke, Expedition 67. We're out of explosives, but we've made enough holes in this place to reach that giant woman in the center.
Oh, yeah.
But something weird's going on.
What?
Everyone's been swept up in strange emotions. It both feels like us, but also not like us. Marguerite reckons we're feeling the overflow from that giant woman's feelings. Empathic distress, I think she called it. Like her mind is flooding the area with her thoughts and feelings. Maybe we'll just stay here and enjoy the melody.
Wow. There's a stat cap? What? All we need is speed and agility, baby. The fastest and the strongest.
We're finally there.
Be careful, she's a
waiting at the end
giant
of this
woman.
tunnel.
Bruh. From
Then
the
we
Midwest.
should prepare before we head there.
I don't need to prepare shit. But maybe... Okay, the CL person is doing some crazy damage. Maybe I'll have her. Okay, she's won me over.
She's even grander than I thought.
Yune, you're okay, right?
Yikes, bro.
Swear I've seen this dance before.
Why did you hate CL anyway? Mainly because I couldn't read. Not good. Oh my god, what if her herd showed a massive food... Never mind. Oh, he loves no one but himself. Wait, did it show anything for him? Edgy. What? Does she not get turns? Who am I attacking? Okay.
Precision.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Ready to strike.
Here we go.
Good one. Absolutely good one. Good one. Yeah, kill yourself, loser.
Strike swift. A storm is coming.
What? Good one. Oh my god.
Invigorating.
I can't shoot this person to make. Once they're charmed, are they just like fucking dead? Whatever. Don't need him. She's fine. Loser. Okay, it's gonna wear off now, right? Does charm last forever? Okay.
Time to bleed.
Oh. Okay.
What lovely feet.
A storm is coming.
Loser.
That's more like it.
Good one. Good one. Oh.
That's more like it. Things are getting spicy.
Oh, I'm not even parrying those. He just has an anti-charm thing on him. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Fuck you.
Almost lost you.
Watch out, Minogo.
Good. Oh. That's not good.
I'm ready.
Are you though? Nope, you're not. Wait, what? Oh, I got it. Never mind.
My
I can't even aim at it. Wait, can I? Oh. Well, fuck you. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Eyes don't lie.
Good one. Good one. Oh my god. Super good one.
Time to bleed.
Okay. Good. Nice. Spaced.
Violence. Your turn to dance. A bit of violence, yes.
A storm is coming. I'm ready.
Are you though? Oh my god, you're not! You're not ready.
Let the ink flow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
it.
Try again.
Wrong button.
Ready to evade.
Bazen! Oh my god.
The elements dance.
Okay.
Here's your card. No more tricks.
End of the line.
This will hurt.
Time to strike.
God damn!
Let's dance.
Oh, shit. New weapon. That seal attack was broken. Yeah, it did like 40,000 damage. RFK defeating autism. You did it. Find some cloth to cover up your ugly fucking face.
Me? You want me to give it to you?
Why?
Oh, how's he gonna answer, bro?
I saw.
What happened?
I saw it. It was. Renoir.
I used to see him in my nightmares too.
No.
It can be quite traumatizing.
It was you. Say it. Say it was him. Oh, never mind. Say it was his mom. Got him. Oh boy. Fuck. Oh, this feels so disgusting. Oh no. Some of these are just really good, okay? Whatever. I don't think I found any more kids for this guy, right? Nope.
I recognize that look. What's got you so grumpy?
Those jellyfishes.
What about them? Are you jealous? Why?
I'm supposed to fly too.
Maybe stop losing your rocks then. How do you lose them anyway? Don't you swallow the rocks?
Whoa.
Sometimes I love too hard. I can't control myself and...
Okay, yeah, I see. It's hard to control.
What, that's it?
Those...
What about them?
Why can't you skip already had conversations?
Maybe okay.
All right, what about you?
You have nightmares too. About Renoir.
Yeah. He's hard to shake.
Yeah.
Sure.
In Lumiere, did your parents choose your name?
Yeah, I guess. Why?
Mael means chief and prince, or, I guess, princess.
What are you talking about?
The meaning behind your name.
Oh. What made you think of that?
It's top secret.
You were an unwelcome surprise. But I think even though your birth was unexpected, it was still celebrated. Your name shows how your parents felt about you. What kind of life they dreamed for you.
Chief. Guess they had bigger dreams for me than I ever did.
Why? What did you dream of?
I didn't.
Wait, fuck. If I pause this, will it skip?
You must have wanted something for the future.
No. Whatever, hold on. Oh, it turned it off. Wait, I'm sorry, just real quick. Is the implication here that all Jews are... Did he kind of give the game away here? By the way, they do think that all Jews are interchangeable with Zionists, by the way. At a time when Muslim Americans are in the middle of their biggest civil rights struggle and desperate to be treated as humans, first of all, what? American press is obsessed with anti-Semitism? How biased do you have to be to think Israel supporters are the powerless victims in this country? What does Israel supporters have to do with anti-Semitism? Wait, what? What's so infuriating is when the press pretends they are the only ones with an objective persona, when in reality they are the most biased. Your elitist perspective is not objective. In fact, they're the most blind, since they don't even realize they have a massive bias. Good one.
No. All I wanted back then was to leave Lumiere and see some of the world before I gouged.
Well, you've certainly done that. What do you dream of now?
I don't know. Still figuring that out. What about you, though? What do you want?
Your mom?
What do I want? I guess I'm still figuring that out too.
Well, what did you used to want?
Music.
Oh yeah, he said he played music, didn't he? What instrument? Ask him. Oh, did he say piano?
Before the fracture, I studied piano at the conservatory.
Oh my god.
I loved it.
Slay, King.
I really miss performing at the concert hall. When the lights dim and the room is hushed and the first notes echo through the chamber, I can just lose myself and feel the music through my fingers every time I play. It feels like my heart's about to break from the beauty of the notes.
That's lovely.
I miss that a lot.
Maybe when this is over, we can fix up the opera house and you can perform for us.
It would be my pleasure.
I want my first concert to be yours. And don't worry, I'll make sure the room is packed. I'll put up posters everywhere in town.
Oh, no pressure, huh? All right. I guess I'd better start practicing.
Uh-oh. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Just kidding. What drew you to the piano? Honestly, when I was in high school, my senior year, your mom said she'd fuck me if I could play some Chopin, and I was like, I was like, you know what I was like? I was like, fuck, it's turned off. Pretend I played perfect Chopin there, and then I banged your mom. What the fuck is my piano button? There.
You were right.
About?
That one. Got it.
The odds of killing axons. Close, but not zero.
I mean, we kind of fucking wrecked that
zero.
thing. Let's be real.
About?
Nothing?
The odds of killing
Not zero.
Okay, whatever.
One
All right.
down,
I know
one
you
to
got
go.
something to say.
And the next one is weaker.
Yes, I do. You're my new queen.
You're always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Lune's intense and obsessed. Mael is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Or chill.
Why is that strange?
Women tend to be neurotic on the Big Five personality inventory, according to Jordan Peterson.
I guess.
Just kidding.
Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
What does that mean?
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Home?
She's crazy. God damn it, every time.
Yes, home. With everyone I've ever loved.
All of them are dead?
Afterlife.
Every single one of them?
I don't know. If there is, then I'll see everyone after death, and if there isn't, I'll simply join them in death. I'll be with them either way.
It's an interesting philosophy.
Not really.
For someone so young.
True. I'm not quite as old as you. Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very long life?
Oh, how kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom. Can you, mention my wisdom to Minoko sometime?
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie, too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about Nevron feet and rocks. All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories.
I mean, to be fair, Eskie's rocks let him fly, so...
And here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
They kind of
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
Uh-oh.
Like hunt Nevrons.
Oh. Wait.
What?
I'm waiting for you to connect the dots.
Jesus Christ, are we playing The Witcher?
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent.
Jesus Christ. Oh, because it's a French game.
When was the last time you seduced someone?
Not counting Minoko. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
Jesus Christ! Wait, does this choice matter? This choice matters and has consequences with other characters. What? Are you allowed to bang all of them or just one of them? This one seems way too like quirky, like kind of. That's so mean. I'm sleepy. Why not like make up an excuse? Like actually, I have like the Gomage AIDS, so I would have sex with you, but I can't. Like spare her feelings.
Actually, I'm.
Jesus
a bit sleepy.
Christ.
All right. Go to sleep then. I'll go be adventurous by myself.
Oh my God. But she doesn't take it personally? That's the most fictional line of dialogue I've read in this whole game yet. Did we talk to this guy?
Seems you were right about these.
They've grown on you.
Maybe.
They have. Minoko, let me cut your hair.
Why would I be
When do I get to
foolish
bang this
enough to
guy?
do that?
Hell yeah.
Just a trim. You look like an overgrown mob.
I beg your pardon. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Yes, my hair is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being grumpy. Come on, let's give you some style.
You first, then.
Fine.
Holy shit, it's Jon Snow.
Actually, that does look nice. Okay, I'm in. Style away. Ooh, yes, indeed. This is quite fetching.
Great. We're twins.
Okay. Okay. Do these motherfuckers never sleep?
Do you mind if I play here?
Play? No shot. Oh my god. Really? Why is he wasting all of his Riz on the underage minor? Christ. Oh, France, I keep forgetting you're right. My bad. Totally ripped this melody from Final Fantasy X, Return to Xanarkand. The beginning, I don't know what you would call it. I'll just say the melody, I guess. Yeah, actually kind of sort of a little bit. Or is the rest of the team just sleeping? Wow, epic.
What song was that? I feel like I know it.
Yes, an old song I used to play to my sister.
Oh, shit. Foreshadowing.
Can you play another?
Sure. We have all night.
Fuck sleeping, I guess.
Okay. Ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready. I will need a bit of space. All right. SK, you ready?
Wow.